Pretty simple recipe. This is actually the exact same dough recipe that I used for my deep dish pizza in a Dutch oven. So if you've watched that video, you're a step ahead already. Just 2 cups of flour mixed with a cup of water and a packet of yeast. So it's pretty simple. So you proof the yeast and then you mix the flour in and then you let it rest for 20 minutes, and that's the stage we're at right now. I think we've about got our dough at just the perfect consistency. No, we do not want it to stick like that. Okay, get this roundish. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the Dutch oven. I just got the camera at a better angle so you can see what we're doing here. Dough is now inside the Dutch oven. It's already been greased with lard before I put the dough in. Just going to put in some olive oil. Make sure the top is completely coated. We're just going to take our fingers and dimple the dough like this. That'll give it some texture on the top. It also pulls up some of the oil and the juices. Next we're going to add some spices. I like to use fresh rosemary. The dry stuff is just not the same. You can really put a whole bunch of different things on this kind of bread. If you just do a Google image search, you'll see people put all kinds of stuff on there. These are pretty thick chunks of garlic. And some red onions. If you slice these thin, they almost completely caramelize when the bread bakes. And a couple of tomato slices. I was going to try putting a jalapeno on here, but I lost it. And just a little bit of shredded cheese. Now we're going to let this rise for another 30 minutes. And then we'll get our charcoal ready. Started these briquettes burning about 15 minutes ago. Get these in a circle. You want 10 on the bottom and 12 in the top. Put our Dutch oven right on top of there. We're going to cook this for probably about 30 minutes. The difference between this and some of my other Dutch oven bread recipes is you're starting from a cold Dutch oven, but it's really kind of hard to put some of this dough in there once that oven is already heated up, so you got to extend the cooking time if you're starting from a cold oven. Normally you would preheat the oven about 15 minutes before you put whatever you're cooking in there. This took about 45 minutes, a little bit longer than I thought it would take, but it's been pretty windy here. So let's take it inside, see what we got. There we are. Take a little chunk of this off here. If you mix a little bit of red wine vinegar and some olive oil, makes a good dipping sauce. And that is Dutch oven focaccia.